In this video, I want to show you how to create image overlays that have really cool hover events with text or something just like this, right? Like a kind of like a text page. So very simple. Within Electrik, what you want to do is hover over your individual images. So I'm going to start with this image. I'm going to click Edit, and you're going to go to this section called Image Overlays. This is where, first of all, you can adjust all of the overlay colors, which we're going to start with. So I'm going to pick pure black, and I'm going to increase the size right there. So this is a simple overlay that I'm creating, and then we'll start adding text. So that's the default, right? That's what it's going to start on. Now, once somebody hovers over the image, okay, this is what happens. I'm going to turn this all the way, the opacity all the way to 0. So now what we've done is the default looks like this and the hover looks like this. So if I click preview and I hover over this, that's what's going to happen right there. So now let's go back and click edit and go back into image overlays. Now once you have that, you can actually start adding text over the image. So let's say you want to have this to, let's say, link to a fashion section or something. I'm going to type in my text. I'm going to pick maybe a white color for that text, and I'm also going to pick image size that's pretty big, something like that, and click bold. And now underneath you can put more text that is even smaller if you'd like. I'm just going to keep it because you can see that example over there. But there you go. So now you have text on here, so you can click preview, and then once again when somebody hovers, it goes something like that. Okay, so that's one option that's really cool. And then obviously if you want this image to link out to something, you can go to the image link and you can change this to an external link to a different page, whatever. Anyway, let's go back to image overlays. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, second thing would be that there's different scenarios here that you could do. Second thing would be if you want this to show up on mobile. So let's click mobile here. You can see that this basically doesn't have anything on it because mobile is just going to show your images. Okay, if you want this to show up on mobile, very simple, go back down and click show on mobile. So you can either show this page on mobile or you can show the hover state on mobile. It's up to you. Okay, I'm going to click there, and now you see fashion. There you go. Because obviously mobile doesn't have a hover state. Okay. All right, so that's that option. Now, a couple other things. You might be getting to this point, and you can skip forward if you already understand this. But let me show you one other thing. It would be if you want this to be, let's say, like a pricing page like this. See, when I hover, it's not doing anything, and even when I click, it's not doing anything. Okay, we're creating kind of like a text page, right, with images next to it. So the way that you do this is basically you create your default state, and then you're going to copy your default state over to the hover state. So I'm going to go over to the hover state and copy everything I have here. I have a pure black color. Let me go back and look what my opacity is, 67. My opacity is at 67, just like that. So now let's click preview. And when you hover, see, it's not doing anything because the hover state is the exact same as the default state. And then the other issue is you don't want people clicking on this and going someplace else. So you'd basically go to image link and change it from the light box, which right now currently, look, if somebody clicks, it's going to open up the light box, which you don't want. So we're going to change that. We're going to go to image link, go down to none right there. So now you preview, see somebody hovers over, they can click, nothing's going to happen, right? This one is totally different. It has a hover event. So anyway, those are some really cool things that you can do with those image overlays. Go have fun with those, and yeah, let us know if you have any questions whatsoever.